This is my poem, History Still Bleeds. They looked at your skin before they looked at your heart. Terms and conditions apply. By being born with more melanin, you agree to inherit history that still bleeds through the pavement. You understand that your skin will enter rooms before you do. People may fear you before knowing your name, follow you through stores like theft lives in your bloodstream, lock their car doors at red lights while you stand outside holding nothing but your own existence. You may learn very early that innocence is not distributed equally. A white child is troubled, a black child is dangerous. Terms and conditions apply. By continuing as black, you acknowledge that history will not feel historical. You may still feel slavery inside modern systems, inside prisons filled disproportionately with black bodies, inside schools with broken funding, inside neighborhoods redlined decades ago that still struggle to believe. You understand that your ancestors were beaten for reading, linked for voting, murdered for existing too freely, and somehow people will still ask why black pain sounds angry, as if rage is not the natural language of surviving generations of cruelty. Terms and conditions apply. You agree to work twice as hard to receive half the grace. You may be called aggressive for speaking confidently, intimidating for standing tall, unprofessional for your natural hair. You may spend years learning how to sound less black to make other people uncomfortable. You may straighten your curls until they burn, change your vocabulary, shrink your culture, swallow pieces of yourself to survive places never built for you. You understand that assimilation is often just another word for mourning yourself quietly. Terms and conditions apply. You acknowledge that police lights may not feel like safety. You understand why mothers teach sons to keep their hands visible. Say, yes, sir, move slowly, do not reach suddenly, do not argue, do not look threatening, do not die today. Imagine being taught survival for routine traffic stops. Imagine growing up knowing a hoodie can become a death sentence. Imagine your mother fearing uniforms more than criminals. And still, people ask if racism is really that bad anymore. Terms and conditions apply. You agree to witness your people turn into hashtags, another video, another funeral, another face on the news, followed by debates about whether they deserve empathy. You understand that Black death is often treated like discourse instead of tragedy. You may hear people say all lives matter while only Black lives are mentioned. Only when Black lives are mentioned. You may watch society consume Black music, Black slang, Black fashion, Black culture, and while still fearing Black people themselves, they will love the rhythm but not the drummer. Terms and conditions apply. By existing with darker skin, you understand beauty standards may not have been designed for you. You may grow up learning that lighter is prettier, softer is prettier, whiter is prettier. You may see children pray for different skin, different noses, different hair. You may learn colorism before you learn self-love. You may spend years trying to convince yourself that your reflection deserves tenderness. Terms and conditions apply. You agree to carry stereotypes you never created. If you are loud, you confirm them. If you are quiet, you unsettle people anyway. You may become exhausted trying to prove your humanity to people who receive theirs automatically. You may achieve greatness and still be called articulate. You, like intelligence, sounds surprising coming from your mouth. Terms and conditions apply, and still, despite everything, despite slavery, segregation, Lincoln, stolen names, stolen languages, stolen homes, stolen futures, your people still created beauty. Music that reshaped the world, art born from grief, poetry that survived chains, joy loud enough to spit in the face of suffering. That is the miracle of Blackness. That people forced into survival still found ways to dance, still braided love into their children's hair, still laughed deeply, still created culture powerful enough for the world to imitate endlessly, still survived. Terms and conditions apply. There is no appeal process for the skin you were born in, no button mark to make the world see me as human first, only this invisible contract, signed the moment someone looked at you and decided what you were before you ever spoke. And somewhere beneath your birth certificate, beneath history, beneath all the pain passed down like inheritance, the world asks you quietly, do you accept these terms and conditions?